So hello and welcome to another episode of Steam's Four Wheels. Today you join me in the garage with the SLK. I also have my two little miniature schnauzers, Buddy and Charlie. You're going to come say hello, Buddy? So this is Buddy. I don't think you met Buddy last time. The one that gave the evil stare was Charlie. Oh, yes, What are you doing now? What are you doing now? Oh, yes, I don't know why he gave such an evil stare. It's only when I look back at the footage that I'd taken, it was sort of the most evil stare he gave you. So I do apologise on Charlie's behalf on that. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about schnauzers and evil stares. What I'm actually here to do is to do another sort of sit-down blog with you. And today I'm going to sort of feed off another blog that I talked about in a couple of months ago. And that was, I looked at, are you born a car enthusiast that way? And I will put the card up in the top, and if you want to go watch that video, because I'm about to tell you what, give you the sort of spoiler alert, because I'm going to tell you what I concluded from that video. And basically what I said was that I believe you are born a car enthusiast. We're a very funny bunch of people as car enthusiasts. We're not always rational or practical people, but we are absolutely passionate about cars, and that is what I concluded. I think you are born with it. I don't remember there being a time where I wasn't interested in cars. I always was interested in playing with toy cars when I was little, and then growing up as a teen I couldn't wait to actually get to 17 when I started to learn to drive. And I think that's the thing with the car is it's different from any other sort of interest that I've had. I've sort of got into it and sort of got dipped in and out of other interests, whereas actually being a car enthusiast, I've always been interested. It's always been that sort of huge passion of mine. So I think yes, you are born a car enthusiast, but that's not today's video anyway. What I wanted to do is sort of feed off that video and actually look at, well, what's the definition of a car enthusiast? What makes a car enthusiast? And this was something that I got thinking about a couple of years ago, and it actually took me a very long time to actually settle on a definition that I was actually happy with. I think there are quite a few issues when you look at car enthusiasts, because the essence of car enthusiast, is that you're interested in cars, which is, yes, that I think that does cover what a car enthusiast is, but I don't think it does that well, unfortunately. The problem is there's so many cars out there and so different types of cars out there that actually that doesn't really work. I think the second problem is that I like certain cars. I like the SLK, I like our Land Rover, I like generally German cars, I like some Japanese cars, but even then I like Honda, but I don't really like Toyotas, I don't really like Mitsubishis. I like some Toyotas but not many. I'm more into Hondas. With cars like German cars, I love Mercedes, I quite like Porsches, but I don't really like BMWs, I don't really like Audis for example, I quite like VWs. So that's the second problem, is that everybody likes something different, and that's when everyone likes something different, generally it's very hard to define. And what I ended up doing was sort of looking at these two things and thought, well, is there a way I can put these into a definition? The fact that there's a lot of stuff out there and everyone likes something different. So I think in a way that's what makes car enthusiasts is actually quite interesting, is that everyone does like something different. I go to car shows, you never quite know it's going to be at a car show, and you think, well, okay, actually I haven't seen one of those for a while now, actually that's really interesting. And you know, sometimes you go and see modified cars when people have done lots of different stuff, and particularly when I used to have my bath, I used to modify the baths, and everyone used to do something different with their baths. It was very rare you saw two baths exactly the same, and that's what I quite like. I quite like cars that are individual, and that's then something else that brings into it, the fact that people like to make their cars individual, and the fact that everyone is actually individuals. How would you get that into the car enthusiast definition? So I think what I've come up with is quite a good definition for a car enthusiast. So it's not the be all and end all, but I think a car enthusiast is someone that is interested in cars as a whole, as a general, but they specialise in a particular area. Now, whether that be you're interested in cars, you can't love all cars, but then you are interested in Alfa Romeo, for example, or it could be a particular brand you're just like Alfa Romeo, or you could be interested in a particular country where cars come from, so you really like your German cars, and you're not really bothered about any other type of cars. Or is it that you're interested in a particular area, you're interested in maybe American cars, or maybe European cars? And that's where it gets a bit more confusing. Again, there's probably not a one size fits all definition for car enthusiasts, unfortunately. As I say, we're quite an eclectic bunch, really. But I do think that is probably the best definition. I can't give someone's interest in cars, as a general interest in cars, but actually then specialises in another sort of more niche area. So say you might be generally interested in cars, but you're interested in German cars, you're interested in American cars, or you like Hondas, or whatever it may be. I think that's probably the best definition. I say it's a bit of a wishy-washy definition. It doesn't like you say, like, you're a car enthusiast, that's what you've got to do, is your criteria. But it's the best that I could come up with. Hopefully you agree. If not, why not comment below and let me know. Hopefully that provides a little more clarity on what actually is a car enthusiast. I say it took me about 2 years to come up with that sort of brainwave. Well, actually, yes, people are interested in cars, but also specialise in other areas. So second little part of my video today is also going to be giving you a few updates. I'm trying to do videos now on a regular basis. I'm starting to do. Hopefully this will be the last of. Oh, please don't do that on camera. You gave people the evil stare last time, now you're going to itch. So hopefully this will be the last of my sort of sit-down vlogs. I'm hoping to do a bit more where I get out and about and go to some shows and stuff and show you what I actually do when I'm out being a car enthusiast. Unfortunately I had some stuff going in my personal life which has sort of not really stopped me from doing this, but I've had to prioritise what I do with my time, and unfortunately the YouTube channels have to take a little bit of a back seat, but hopefully going forward I'll be able to start picking more things up. So hopefully there's some car shows coming up. I've got next one been booked up in beginning of July. I'm going to Cars in the Park in Lichfield. The Mercedes Clubhouse stand is full, unfortunately. If you are watching the video because they want to go, but fortunately we are full and we are doing a waiting list. Contact me if you do want to be on the waiting list though. But I think a few days before that I'm going to a usual little pub meet, which is up by Canacray. And hopefully that will be the first time I actually get to see people since like last March. I think it's been well over a year. I haven't really seen that many people since then. So that'll be nice. So hopefully July is when it all starts kicking off a bit more for me. I am going to do some more videos looking at the SLK in more detail. Hopefully going to do a bit of a buyer's guide video. I've always been asked about, you know, what to look out for, and thinking when I go to some shows, I've had quite a few people contact me and say, to come up to me and say, well, what do you look out for when you buy an SLK? And I've sort of gone through a few bits with them. So hopefully I'll be doing a bit of a buyer's guide. Hopefully I'm going to be doing a bit of a detailing guide, because this one still needs a bit of a clean. So I gave it a quick wipe over today because it was a little bit dirty. Just with some waterless wash, but only because it was a little bit dirty. So hopefully there'll be a detailing guide coming up as well. So I was trying to do the video in one take, however I keep getting disrupted by these two little fellas. As cute as they are quite a big distraction. At least this time Charlie's not doing one of his evil stares. So anyway, that is going to be the end of this video. If you like the video, make sure you like. Could you just help me out, because I know what you guys want to see more of. If you want to see more of my channel, make sure you subscribe. And again, if you want to make a comment, and maybe you've got a point about what defines a car enthusiast, I'd love to hear your view as well. So that brings us to the end of the video before these fellas distract me again. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. I'll talk to camera. Yeah? No? I might be stuck here for a while now. He sat down, that does mean I'm stuck here for a while.